Are you ready now to witness a power not seen for thousands of years?
Dragon Ball Z is mainly known for its epic transformations. Now, which transformations stand among the best of the best? I'm going to be giving my top 5 Dragon Ball Z transformations. Now, this isn't just limited to Saiyans. Basically, what that means, if Zarbon had an epic transformation that I found was really cool, Zarbon would in fact make it on this list. However, that is just not the case, and Zarbon will not be making an appearance on this list. One more thing to keep in mind is that this is my opinion, and if Broly isn't on this list, do not turn into a Super Saiyan 5 and kill me. With all that said, let's get on to number 5. Coming in at number 5 is Super Janemba. Now, what is not to love about the transformation from Janemba to Super Janemba? He literally takes the form of Sin. The only reason this transformation is not higher up is because we didn't have much time with it. We didn't really get to see a backstory behind the transformation. But with that said, we all know that it is a movie transformation, and with movie transformations, they are limited with what they can do. But for what it is, Janemba is definitely my favorite when it comes to movie transformations. Number 4 is Majin Vegeta. What I love about this form is the backstory. We all know that Vegeta doesn't look much different besides from the M on his head, and he gets buff, I guess. What I truly love about this form is the backstory it tells. It essentially is saying, for 7 years since Goku has died, Vegeta has been training. He has been training as hard as he possibly can, and then when Goku comes back for one day, and one day only, Vegeta sees he is still no match for Goku. Goku is miles above his level, and the only way Vegeta can gain the power to beat Goku is through the use of Babidi. Vegeta is not going to let up this chance. He has been waiting 7 years. There is absolutely no way he is going to let this chance slip by. So he needs the help of Babidi to reawaken the evil and reawaken the power that is in the Saiyan Prince's heart. I also love the fact that Vegeta was under mind control, and he still did whatever he wanted to because he is the Saiyan Prince. After Majin Vegeta's massive fight with Super Saiyan 2 Goku, he goes on to confront Buu and blows himself up to protect the people that he cares about. If that doesn't show character development from a man that was going to blow up the Earth to trying to save the Earth, I don't know what does. Coming in at number 3 is the one, the only Lord Frieza. Now, I'm looking at this coming directly from Third Form Frieza. Now, if you follow through with the forms of Frieza, you have First Form Frieza, who is fairly standard, you know, not very tall, not very muscly. Then you go into Second Form Frieza. His horns turn vertical, he gets quadrillions of times larger, and overall he just has a more menacing appearance than First Form Frieza. Then you move on to Third Form Frieza. Now, Third Form Frieza is very interesting. We didn't see much of him when you compare him to, say, Second Form Frieza. But I feel like Third Form Frieza is very unique in that his design sets up perfectly for what is about to happen in his fourth transformation. I remember Krillin having this vivid imagination of what Final Form Frieza would look like, and it was pretty much Frieza's third form with like a longer tongue, a longer head, more spikes, pretty much a more menacing looking version of Frieza. But what did we get instead? We got one of the most badass, iconic designs in the entire series. And I'm so happy Akira Toriyama went the route of simplistic. Little did everyone know this would be a trend made by Akira Toriyama that would follow through to Battle of Gods and the revival of Frieza. Taking the second spot on my list is the transformation undertook by Teen Gohan while fighting Perfect Cell. This has to be one of the most beautiful moments in the entire franchise. Gohan, as an 11-year-old child, is standing there helplessly watching his father, his mentor, his friends, get beat to death by the Cell Juniors. The only way Gohan can stop the slaughter is by doing it himself. He tries to bring out the power alone, but he fails. Cell simply looks at him and says, "You can't beat me by powering up." When Cell said that to Gohan, I literally got goosebumps everywhere. Little did I know that there would be a lot more goosebumps to come throughout the rest of the story. It was when Android 16 was thrown by Hercule in front of Gohan, telling Gohan that the only way to survive, pretty much, the only way to live peacefully is to destroy Cell. Cell hears what Android 16 is saying to Gohan and he is not happy. He crushes 16's head and then Gohan awakens, thus turning Gohan into a Super Saiyan 2, and let me tell you, everything is perfect. All the planets align, the music is perfect, the animation is perfect, Gohan's scream is perfect. Events like these in Dragon Ball Z I can literally watch over and over again and I will still get goosebumps. I will still feel the same way as I felt when I first saw it. Coming in at the #1 spot is the man himself. Goku to date has hands down the best transformation in the entire series. This transformation alone single-handedly made the Buu arc one of my favorite sagas of all time. It starts off with Goku's base. He then explains to Buu his levels of transformation. He then goes to Super Saiyan 1, then to 2, and then everyone thought he was going to fight at Super Saiyan level 2. But Goku has been training for 7 years, and when Goku trains for 7 years, you'd better expect one hell of a transformation. Now I know this transformation doesn't have a deep story to it, but when you look at it as a transformation, then you have to realize that single-handedly this transformation is the most epic transformation in the entire series so far. The earth is shaking, Goku's been screaming for 10 minutes, and the music is at its peak, Bruce Falconer at his best. And when he finally transforms, you get classic Dragon Ball Z 1-on-1 Goku vs Buu. The only thing disappointing about seeing Goku reaching Super Saiyan 3 was not seeing Vegeta reach Super Saiyan 3. This moment single-handedly transformed Dragon Ball Z into something of its own. Super Saiyan 3 was the face of Dragon Ball Z for over 20 years until Battle of Gods came out, and that is why Super Saiyan 3 is my favorite transformation. I want to thank you all for watching this video. If you do enjoy, please be sure to subscribe. I'll be making plenty more top 5s, top 10s, all related to Dragon Ball Z, and I'll see you guys next time.